It doesn't feel right now that you're gone. I'm trying to move on. It doesn't matter where I go or what I do, you're always right there with me too. You make me crazy, or I think that maybe we should try again. Where are you now? I'm feeling so blue and so down. Pick up the phone. I need you to come home. Why'd you have to go? Fades away, all my pain fades away, all my pain. Back and forth, I know we fight, but I feel like that I might be better off by your side. Where are you now? I'm feeling so pick up the phone. I need you to come home. Why'd you have to go? I want you to stay. I need you right here next to me. Why'd you have to go?
husky. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, good morning.
We are back in the building, back at it for another YouTube live stream. Y'all know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How's everybody doing this morning? Let me give y'all a round of applause. There we go, looking all crispy and clean on the screen. My chair is a little bit low though. Let me fix this, hold on. I think it might be my camera, but we'll get there. Thank y'all for the 1s in the chat. How is everybody doing on this Wednesday morning? It's good to see y'all. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com, and today, man, we have got a lot to go over. This is the Music Morning Show, and we cover a lot that's going on in the music industry. And these past few weeks have been absolutely insane. So thank you to everybody watching. I know we've got over 30,000 people watching on X. I see y'all. We got a bunch of people on YouTube too. Make sure as y'all enter the building, say what's up in the chat. Say hey so I can shout y'all out. But let me say what's up to the people who are in here first. Let me know how y'all's Wednesday is going too. Made it halfway through the week, over halfway through the week too. Definitely looking forward to the weekend, I'm sure, for some of y'all. We got West Attack is up in here. Mama Jen is in the building. Shout out to Jen the Great. She says, happy hump day, ClassE. Absolutely. Floyd, the real deal. Neil, aka Pretty Boy Floyd, is up in here. Says good morning. Good morning to you as well. Oh, my dog Top Shelf Mexicans in the building for the morning show. Okay. Salute Top Shelf Mexican. Good to see you. Thank you to everybody who's watching over on X. I can't see all of y'all. If you're watching on X and you comment though, I will be able to see your comments. So if y'all are watching on X, make sure you say what's up, man, because I want to see y'all over there and say hey to you. How are y'all doing this morning? We've got some crazy stuff we're gonna go over today, as y'all saw by the description. So it's gonna be an interesting show. Now, I mentioned to West Attack in the building, he was asking about song submissions. We probably, just because we have so much to cover, we probably won't get to music today. I'm gonna try my best. Hold on, y'all. I think I gotta sneeze. Now I got stuck. Anyway, so if you want to submit your music, if you are watching over on, y'all give me a second, man. This thing. There it goes. All right, success. We got the sneeze out. Anyway, if you want to submit your music, the link to submit is in the description and in the live chat. Y'all can send in as many songs as you want to. I'm going to try and get to some of them today, but because of time constraints, we might not be able to get to music reviews today. So if you're, thank you, Top Shelf Mexican. He said, bless you. If you're here for music reviews, I just want to let y'all know up front, we might not get to them today. All right. Thank you. West Attack says, bless you as well. I appreciate y'all. So keep that in mind, but you guys can still submit. All right. We got a couple of announcements we have to get into, and then we're going to get into our regularly scheduled program. Y'all know it's Wednesday. So tonight we've got 3 artists that are going to compete to kick off the Song of the Night live. So we're going to start tonight's show with a versus challenge featuring 3 artists, and y'all definitely don't want to miss out for that. Make sure you stop by as well, because you guys get an opportunity to vote and decide who gets to move forward and claim that 8th spot in the season 8 tournament. We'll also be giving away $100, a brand new Shure 55 SH microphone, and 2 door prizes too. So if y'all want a chance to win, make sure you tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Amy is in the building, and I know she'll be there tonight. A shout out to Amy. Here is everyone who is in the tournament so far, if y'all want to check this out, and we'll give them a round of applause too. Shout out to Nick Flanagan is in there. We got Lanisha Houston, Greg Dose, Lily, Dizzy Days, Hollywood Coast, Stizzy Too Hard, and tonight one more artist will be claiming that next spot in the season 8 tournament. All right, so make sure y'all stay tapped in and tuned in for that. It's going to be a good time. We're going to hear some dope music, and y'all are going to get to meet some new artists that you could possibly collaborate with as well. Top Shelf Mexican says, congratulations to all those artists. Yeah, they're absolutely killing it, man. And each episode, it seems like it gets more and more intense, more and more difficult to make a decision on which song wins. So I definitely would love y'all's help too if you stop by the show and let me know what y'all think. All right, how's everybody doing today? Are y'all feeling good? Ready for the weekend? Y'all let me know how your week is going. I want to see what y'all saying here. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned this. If y'all could, on your way in, make sure you like the video, because not only does it help the show continue to grow, but it lets the algorithm know you guys are enjoying the show, and it shares it with more people. All right, let me see. I want to see if I can. I want to go over to X and see if I can see who all is over there, because we have a ton of y'all watching over on X. We're going to get into it here in a second. I probably need to mute this. Let me see. It just shows me a number of people who are watching. All right, cool. But shout out to everybody who's watching over on X. Let me see what Jen's saying. Jen says she's got to work this weekend. Oh man. Shout out to Jen. She's out there doing great work. She is a nurse, and she's out there providing some great hospitality and for, man, I almost said where you were at, Jen. I don't want to do that, but yeah, shout out to Jen for showing love and taking care of those that need it out there. We appreciate you for sure. All right, so y'all are being quiet in the chat. Let's go ahead and get into the show, because I know why y'all are here. So let me see if we're good. We should be good there. All right, cool. So let me get this up here. So we're going to work backwards a little bit on this one. So usually I start out with the big major story, and then I have a couple other things I mentioned after that. But because this situation that's going on with DJ Akademiks is so big, we're going to start with the other part of the title that I talked about earlier. And shout out to Jen. She said, I only work to support the artist. Oh man, look at her. Aww. Jen does support this community and all the artists here a lot as well. So big shout out to Jen. I appreciate you doing that as well. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and get into it. So as y'all saw in the title, we got a couple things we're going to talk about. I want to talk about Drake real quick and kind of some updates that's going on with his situation, especially with what he had with all the items that were found or discovered by Kendrick Lamar, by the mole that was leaked. And there really isn't too much to go into there because as y'all will see, it looks like this anonymous person on Twitter, Ebony Prince, is starting to spiral. And it's strange that we haven't heard anything because obviously there was a lawsuit. Now we know that's going to take some time, but there was a lawsuit or some legal action that was alleged that was going to be taken by whoever Ebony Prince is. And we still haven't seen anything come from that. So it's very interesting. But anyway, I wanted to go back and just read some of these tweets because they're all cryptic. They don't really make sense. And it seems like as you go throughout the tweets that a lot of people are kind of just getting tired of waiting on Ebony Prince to actually drop some hardcore solid evidence. But anyway, what does Ebony Prince say? Want to know what she told me? And she said, what did she say? Or they say, I should say. I don't know if it's a he or a she. Let's see. Hide no need. Says, so people thought I would give away the leverage for free. You're foolish. That goes to the lawyer. I like this picture too. Hide no need. Now what? It's like, what is going on here, man? This person's just talking to themselves. Nobody knows what they're talking about, which I want to see what some of the people are saying in the comments. This person said, Ninja, just post the video, man. That's what we're all thinking. And this one, this person Craze says the account we once knew is paranoid and spiraling. Yeah, if what they're saying is true, it's probably a difficult situation to be in because if you're moving in the shadows and if you mainly run your whole entire business in the shadows, you never know when something could possibly happen. So I'm sure it's just a weird place to be. But it says we bold around here. I die, lots die, and the other videos come out. So that sounds like a threat to the people that might be threatening Ebony Prince. I don't know. Yeah, bother me, my family, my coworkers and friends for what? The truth? She tried to hide her tears when I told her on Mother's Day that I might be deleted soon. Oh my God. Hey, yo. But we have that kind of relationship. So apparently Ebony Prince told their mom that something might happen to me if it does. I guess they got to release the videos, give them hell. If I have to die to propel my people forward, let that be the reason I have lived so good till now. And who is Ebony's people? I know this is the Pan-African flag in their profile picture, but is that who Ebony's talking about, or is there somebody else there? Oh, also, I need to pause this music. I like the music playing in the background, but we don't want to get copyrights up in here. Here we go. Also, it says, well, I will lay down my life. What will you do? My stomach's turned. All right, this just seems like a lot of just nonsense. Why is the truth so expensive? We read that the other day. And then going into, now this was an interesting post right here. It says, I'm on the call now. Hello, ease, whatever that means. And then they actually reference what we're going to be talking about today, mainly what we're going to talk about today, which is DJ Akademiks and this whole lawsuit. And they say God's plan. We must be careful what we ask for. But Ebony Prince had nothing to do with this. And we're going to get into the history of this here in a minute. So I don't know why Ebony Prince is taking credit for this. And honestly, in this case, you kind of knew if you had been watching the history of it, what was going to go down with Akademiks just because he was in a bad situation in the first place. Smoking the ones up in here. Good morning, my brother. Good to see you in here. Also, Ebony Prince says, you see, sometimes you're just one domino on the playboard God has laid out. I've learned nothing else. I've learned that God is real and guiding me. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then also they post another, I guess DJ Akademiks video says, this is for the lawyers and the police. So much easier when they film themselves saying it. Okay, and there's actually another post here from Ebony Prince that just got posted 7 minutes ago. This will go great with the CCW application. I'm going to What? Yo, this person is crazy. I haven't seen this video though. I'm gonna look real quick. We're gonna do some research.
I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
Let me see. So this is from 2 days ago. DJ Akademiks goes off on Drake Mole in response to their lawsuit threat. Oh, we already addressed this. So yeah, Ebony Prince, you're kind of late to the party there. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with this Ebony Prince. This is a super weird situation, but man, it looks kind of like Drake is winning in this case. No allegations have been brought out. There hasn't been any evidence to show that Drake has been doing something crazy. Just a lot of allegations, which again could happen to anybody. And we're going to talk about allegations today. And I'm going to have a really serious, interesting conversation. Now, before we get into this conversation with DJ Akademiks, shout out to Mr. Tesla in here. To everybody watching, we've got over 60,000, almost 70,000 people in here watching. When I have this conversation about the situation that's going on with DJ Akademiks, I'm going to have it from a non-emotional, strictly legal and factual standpoint. So I want to issue a trigger warning. If you have been a victim of any type of serious crime, if you have been a victim of any type of assault, this might be triggering for you. And some of the conversations and some of the statements I have, they might be triggering for you as well, just because I'm not looking at it from a personal standpoint, although in some instances I might be giving my personal opinion. So I want y'all to be aware of that. If you have dealt with that type of situation in the past, you probably shouldn't watch this live stream. All right. Because again, I don't want anybody to just have to relive certain types of situations they may have gone through. And I also don't want you to think that I'm insensitive to something that may have happened to you. All right. We're just looking at this case specifically. I don't want anybody who's dealt with anything in the past to take this personally, although I know some of y'all may, especially if you're watching the video after this. So just keep that in mind. All right, as we go through this video. Now that that disclaimer has been put out there, let's go ahead and get into this because there is a lot here. Now, some of y'all may know that there was actually an official complaint filed, which is not actually a lawsuit, but it kind of is a lawsuit. We're going to get into that in a second. But if you guys want me to go through some of the things on the actual complaint, I have the full complaint here. So let me know once we get towards the end of the show if that's something you want me to do. Also, if you agree, if you disagree with some of the statements that I make and you want to call in, the link to call in is in the pinned comment and also in the description. It would be great to have a conversation with y'all voice to voice. I appreciate y'all being active in the chat too, but yeah, we're just going to look at the facts here. See what's going on with this case, hear what both sides are saying about this situation, and then we'll kind of make our decision and see what y'all think from there. Candy Lady is in the building too. Shout out to Candy Lady. She says, hey, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Again, I want to restate the disclaimer. If you have been a victim of any type of assault crime, or anything similar to this situation that's going on with DJ Akademiks, do not watch this live stream. Don't watch this video. I don't want you to be here because I think you're gonna end up taking this too personally. I don't want you to take some of the things I'm saying about this specific particular case personally and think that that's applying to you or some of the things you may have gone through. All right. So with that trigger warning being put out there, let's go ahead and get into it. So recently, DJ Akademiks is going through a situation, and this actually isn't something brand new. DJ Akademiks is currently has a complaint against him, and it looks like he's going to be sued for defamation, assault, and a few other things we're going to go through here in a second. All right, but we want to hear it from Akademiks, see what he's saying. He just live streamed about this yesterday and gave his thoughts on the whole situation and some of the things that are happening here.
Should really be, but I'm gonna go a little bit further, even though I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. My only comment should really be, whatever this is will be handled in court. Just know that according to the law and according to the police and according to all sanctioning, governing authorities, Akademiks is an innocent man who has not ever been charged with anything of the sort that has to do with any deviancy or anything like that. Has never been charged, will never be charged. That's a fact.
I'm glad he said that up front, because this is a very, very important fact. This is not a criminal case. So say this goes to trial and everything is proven to be true. Akademiks is not, he's not going to jail. He's not going to have a felony on his record. This is a civil suit, and there's between a criminal suit or a criminal case and a civil case, it's two totally different worlds. If you want to look up what the difference is, it's pretty straightforward, but just know that we're going to get into this in a second, but there was a investigation done, and it seems like when it comes to the criminal side of things that Akademiks has not been convicted of any crimes. All right. So y'all keep that in mind as we go throughout this one. And let me actually move this over here because I want to be able to see y'all's comments. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going.
But this is a civil situation brewing. This is a shakedown. This is a money tree situation. With me addressing this, and I've seen a bunch of people, you know, the timing is very important, chat. The timing for this is all important.
He's talking about Ebony Prince.
I'm not going to go against what my lawyer said because there's so much information. I've given way more information before when I just sat and just talked about shit. Once now we're officially engaged, now I have to let the lawyers do the talking. I've done enough talking. So please don't take, I'm not skirting around nothing. I talked already, okay? And to keep it real, they're trying to use me talking already against me to try to get some, what the type of time it is. So I can't say much on that angle. Let's just analyze facts.
And that's what we're going to be looking
at. Is Akademiks under a...
That's what we're going to be looking at today, too. I want to bring up a couple of these comments and address it. Smoking the One says he incriminated himself. We're going to get to that in a second. He should have never spoke about the open case on stream. He's cooked. He says, literally said, if I go down, y'all going with me. They finna dig up anything just to get information from him. It'll have people thinking he's an informant, and that's bad for his business. No, he's already spoken on this, Smokey, and we're gonna go through it here in a second. And what he said by what he meant by if I go down, y'all are going with me. He was saying that all the information that he has, everything he knows, he said on the live stream, which means everything that's out there, that's all I got. So that's what he meant by this. Anyway, we'll keep going.
A criminal investigation? Absolutely not. Is Akademiks
not a criminal case
of being arrested for a first-degree felony or any felony, misdemeanor, otherwise? Absolutely not. Is this something where an individual felt, you know what, let me not say that because I don't want to go into, I don't want to say anything that could help a case for anybody else. So I only got to keep it to me. I can only speak to me, right? Because now people are playing the same game. What's important to know is that if you are a friend of mine, you're an ally of mine, you're a fan of mine, I give you my word, I give you my promise. I've been transparent to y'all before about this whole situation. This is not something that I was involved in with some criminal shit. However, this is something that unfortunately, and this is the point I have to tell my audience, we have bubbled up to the point that I'm just not the YouTube streamer no more.
The interesting thing about this is the only reason we're going to get into in a second. The only reason this information even came out and was public in the first place is because Akademiks had an ex-girlfriend who he was at odds with. They had a really weird Uh, really strange relationship. Y'all can go back and look at the research on that. And she had threatened to expose some things about him that he necessarily wouldn't want out there. And she actually did expose a few things, but some of the people she exposed it to, they ended up just not leaking the information about him. But one of the things he assumed she was going to expose about him was this entire situation he has with the individual who is filing this complaint. And so he goes on to this podcast. He tells the whole story, gives the backstory, all of that information. And that's why he decided to air this out. And then what ended up leading from that is the person he was talking about heard Akademiks tell that story. And she said, no, that's not what happened. I know you're lying. And then it seems like it kind of ignited and sparked the flame that brought this up again, which is wild.
Not the guy who make YouTube videos. They've now regarded me as like these #1 media hip hop guy, and such with the case, it comes with a lot of perks. I will not lie. I mean, in the last couple weeks with the Kendrick and Drake shit going on, trust me, Big Act likes to eat, but Act been eating, okay? But with that, you know, even, okay, this is the #1 guy. You know, you see me on TMZ Live. Piers Morgan wanted to holla at me. We just
all right, we're gonna skip forward a little bit.
Shit's happening. Other people is other details of the case. I've spoken about it once. I can't speak about it again. I just can't. Like my lawyers is gonna be like, my nigga, why the fuck are you paying us mad money to just like fuck this shit up for us? So I can't speak.
All right,
about
so
it.
he basically went in and gave a little bit of the background story there. I want to read this article from USA Today. They kind of break down everything that's going on in the situation. A little bit of the information I just gave you guys. As well. It says DJ Akademiks off the record podcast hosts accused of rape and defamation and a couple other and assault as well. DJ Akademiks, a media personality and host of the Off the Record podcast, has been sued for allegedly assaulting a woman, we'll say. In a civil lawsuit, this is an important civil lawsuit filed in New Jersey Superior Court Monday, which was obtained by USA Today. We're going to call her Zaya. Excuse me, guys. So in civil lawsuit filed in New Jersey Superior Court Monday, which was obtained by USA Today Tuesday, Zaya alleged Akademiks, whose real name is Livingston Allen, brutally assaulted her in July of 2022. Now, this was almost 2 years ago, and there's a reason this is just coming up now, which we'll get into here in a second. She also alleged 2 unnamed accomplices drugged and assaulted her at Allen's house earlier that day. And we'll get into the facts here in a second. Zaya, described as a writer who lives in Pennsylvania. This is funny. Thank you, Mr. Tesla. This is funny that they paint her as a writer. That is not the case if you look at the actual facts. Anyway, sued Allen and 2 John Does for assault, negligent infliction of emotional distress, and defamation, and requested a jury trial. Oof. Tyrone Blackburn. Now, Tyrone Blackburn, we talked about him yesterday when we were bringing back up the Diddy case. This is actually Lil Rod's lawyer, and Tyrone Blackburn has been involved in a lot of these celebrity shakedowns, I guess you could say. And this again is another situation Tyrone Blackburn's involved in, to where he's kind of going at another high profile person in the music industry, which is interesting. Shout out to Tyrone Blackburn. He's out there getting it. It says Tyrone Blackburn is Zaya's lawyer, said in a statement shared with USA Today Tuesday. Litigation is always the last resort. After several unsuccessful attempts to resolve this case privately, meaning they wanted to settle, meaning she wanted some money, Naya was left with no choice but to file. Mr. Allen Mr. Allen's hubris, they're talking about DJ Akademiks, will be his downfall. All right. DJ Akademiks' response to the lawsuit. DJ Akademiks, who also co-hosts Complex series Everyday Struggle and has accumulated several million followers across social media sites, including YouTube, X, and Twitch, has been garnering attention recently for his for his coverage of the rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. In a Rumble live stream Tuesday, that was the one I mentioned or we played earlier, Allen appears to address the lawsuit saying, "I'm going to go against my very high-priced attorney's advice today, but I'm still not going to say much." He didn't really say anything he hasn't already said before. He added, "My only comment should really be whether this is handled in court. Just know, according to the law and according to the police and according to all sanctioning governing authorities, Akademiks is an innocent man who has not ever been charged with anything of the sort that has to do with any deviancy or anything like that. Has ever been charged. Will never be charged. That's a fact." And he is correct. From a law standpoint, the police, we're going to get into what all that happened, but the police did an investigation to this. They raided DJ Akademiks' house. They saw the videotape. They got statements from everyone involved. They even did an assault kit, and they found they weren't able to charge anyone. Not Akademiks, not one of his two friends that were at the house that were supposedly mainly involved in the situation. So there's something to be said for that. Even after all of this evidence that they had, the police decided not to charge him. And I think this is something that has to be factored in as well. He called the lawsuit a shakedown, adding, "This is a money tree situation." I mean, if they tried to settle, then yeah, it's obviously about money because she's not trying to get, rides to work every day. She wants to get paid for everything she allegedly went through. In her lawsuit, Zaya said she started casually dating Allen after meeting through social media in 2021. Then the July 2022 incident, took place about a year after they last saw each other, she said. After arriving at Akademiks' New Jersey home on July 16, 2022, she alleged that, these two guys fixed her drinks. She was drugs. They gave her alcohol. They were in the hot tub. And then there was a sexual assault there. And she said it happened while she was unconscious. She also alleged that DJ Akademiks assaulted her afterwards. According to the lawsuit, Zaya went to the police to report the assault and had a assault forensic exam performed. The complaint also states that she believes the police used evidence provided by her to obtain a warrant from a judge and to get hold of the footage and evidence of the assault, which they ended up doing. We'll go over here in a second. DJ Akademiks and his two accomplices assault severely injured Miss, we're going to call her Zaya because I don't know how to pronounce her other name, causing significant physical, psychological pain and suffering, loss of dignity, and invasion of her privacy, the lawsuit reads. DJ Akademiks' public statements added to the harm Miss Zaya was already silently suffering with. Now, a thing that's interesting is no one knew who DJ Akademiks was talking about until Zaya came out and made a video. So this part is weird to me that they can put this in there, but I don't know the law that well. So no one knew who he was talking about until she came out and say, "Oh yeah, he's talking about me." I guess, I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, she remained silent until Allen took to his social media accounts in December and accused Zaya of voluntarily having to doing the deed with friends at his home while maintaining that he never participated at all. This is a problem. We're going to get into this section here in a second. The fact that DJ Akademiks said that he never participated at all. Yeah, that's an issue. Anyway, we'll get into it. In his Rumble live stream, Allen seemingly confirmed the police investigation had been conducted and claimed he was cleared of wrongdoing, which is true. I told the truth. Hey, the police came, they looked, we gave them everything. Pretty much everything is documented, caught on videotape. They got to see it with their own 2 eyes, which is important, guys, especially to y'all who are out here, man. Make sure you have everything documented, especially when you're meeting with someone. First of all, I don't know why guys and girls. Why do y'all keep getting into these situations on both sides? This is just bad. This is just bad. I mean, I get we're human, and in most cases, someone isn't going to go through something like this or have a situation like this. But man, can y'all just be smart and not put yourself in these situations? Like, it's crazy. And it's a shame that this happens either way. But anyway, I know it won't be me. I told the truth. Hey, police. Okay. Assault with their own 2 eyes. Not only did they say, Ak, you good. And that's not just word of mouth. You're officially cleared. We cannot bring any criminal charges. You are not criminally liable. Also, anybody else in the situation was also cleared. All right. So there you have it, y'all. DJ Akademiks, he's not going to jail for this situation. There aren't going to be any criminal charges pressed because they did their investigation and they found that the evidence showed what they're alleging in the complaint is not true. Right. But that doesn't mean that you can't file a civil suit, which is why they're doing what they're doing. All right. So let's go ahead and I want to listen to what Zaya said when she actually heard everything Akademiks was saying back in, it was 4 months ago. Was it now May? So I think it was either December or the beginning of January. Anyway, this is a statement she made after Akademiks went out and said everything he said. So let's see what she's saying.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, Akademiks. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years.
Dang.
You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. And a test.
Ooh, sorry for the beat. That was loud.
You know what? I'm going to come back with my own story. This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
Now I'm going to play you.
All right. So the interesting thing about that, again, she said, y'all heard, she said she's been quiet for way too long. Everything she's been wanting to say, she's going to come out and say. So we're going to compare what she's saying here and a couple of items in the complaint to what DJ Akademiks said. Now, this is the situation where DJ Akademiks tells the whole story. He told what happened to his house being raided, to him giving over the evidence to the police. And we're going to listen to a couple of things here, which may be incriminating on Akademiks' part. And some of the story that he's telling actually does line up with what's in the complaint. All right, y'all check this one out. But before we do that, let me see a couple of the comments. I'm going to take a break here for a second. What are y'all saying? Kenny Lay said, I don't know why people like informants and snakes. We the People is back in here, says Akademiks was throwing shots at Drake low-key yesterday, like being sarcastic, which was a plot twist for me. Yeah, I wouldn't read into it. Imperial Stats, the official Drake hater, says DJ Akademi makes his case worse every time he goes live. Yeah, he's super biased, so we'll take what he says with a grain of salt. Smuggling One says he has money. I don't think he cares about that. It's the fact that he actually lost it, and it's only because he's being targeted. That's a fact. Imperial Stat said, I said he hates Drake. He hates Akademiks and Drake. And he said, yes, I do. I hate vultures and pedos. But apparently he's cool with cheaters. Hey, to each his own. I don't judge here. Smuggling One said, wasn't it on camera like background noise on a stream he didn't know was running? No, that's not the same person, because he wasn't live streaming. If you look at the stories, and I saw people putting out this information, that's misinformation. And Man, I pray to God that thankfully I don't put myself in these type of situations, but if some accusations were brought up against me, I pray to God that no one just says, oh yeah, look at this. He was walking by this store, so it must have been him. And people are out here believing it. There's a lot of hate in the world. People are going to believe what they want to believe, but no, that video is not connected to this situation at all. But people are putting it out there and saying that it is, which is a shame, especially it's fine. Let's see. We the people said, but he was caught taking bed sheets and throwing it away near his office, allegedly. Yep, that is in the complaint too. Not a great look. But we the people, we have to be very careful with our wording here. He was not caught. He was accused of. All right. So yeah, he was not caught taking the bed sheet. In the complaint, they're accusing him of doing that. Now, can they prove it? The burden of proof is always going to be on the party that is making the accusations, right? So can they prove that Akademiks took the sheets and took him to his office and threw him away? He seems pretty confident. He gave the police the videos. Everything's out there. It's all going to come out in the court case. I'm sure his lawyers are going to heavily push him to settle this, but it seems like Akademiks isn't backing down. I think you would have to look at both sides and see if it's worth him to fight this. When you're in this type of situation, this person clearly wants money. They clearly want the case to be settled and over and done with. That's why they tried to settle this privately, as Tyrone Blackburn said, but I don't know. You just never know. But yes, you got to be very careful with the wording there. Let me see. Amy said, my favorite comment today. He said, geez, they need some Jesus. We the people said that article has nothing on the case file itself. It gets crazier. The case. So I went through the entire case file and I've got it pulled up here. This case file is wild. And I don't know that I could even go through the whole thing on live stream. But if you guys want to go through this complaint, we can do that. And we can review a couple things about it. Jen says, keep hidden cameras everywhere. I agree with this, Jen, to a point. You don't keep hidden cameras everywhere. Keep cameras everywhere. All right. Especially, yeah, I don't want to make this a guy versus girl thing, but especially guys, if you're having a girl over, just be smart. You got to be smart, because we have seen so many cases in the past on both sides to where someone's gotten accused of something that they didn't do, and it's ended careers, it's put people in prison. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. So y'all don't make it hidden cameras. Have the cameras out in the open. Be like, hey, by the way, I'm recording. Let them know 6 months before they come over. Hey, if you come over to my house, everything's recorded. Have it documented. I'm telling y'all, if you want to protect yourself, do what you got to do to protect yourself. And it seems like Akademiks did a good job protecting himself in this case, because there were no criminal charges. Now we have the situation to where it's a civil case, but there's only so much you can do about that. I mean, you can file a civil case against anyone, which is kind of wild. We the people said they can reopen a criminal case from this if the feds take over. Yeah, that is true, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Hollywood Co said, her wants some money. Yeah, she does. Let's see. Heath Latin said, Akademiks is an example for our young kids. He looks like he gains 3 pounds per stream. Yo, let that man live, man. God dang. Oh, see, Imperial Stat says, ClassE hates Kendrick. Yeah, you didn't have a comeback for that one, did you? Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're biased. You want to say all this stuff about one side. See, I keep it on the facts. All right. So I'm not going to sit here and say either one is great, but you apparently are just showing your bias in the chat. Who was that said facts? Hollywood Co said, I'd rather pay the lawyer than pay somebody for some shit I ain't do. Clear my name. Here's the issue that you run into, Hollywood Co. And I wish Javier LaFleur was here. Shout out to AR. He said, read that case file. I've read the entire thing, AR. And I've also, shout out to the lead attorney. I watched a 20-year attorney actually break down the full case file from start to finish. So I read it myself. I've heard an attorney cover it and went through the whole thing, just so y'all know. So I'm very, very aware of everything that's going on in this case. Snappa Slappa said guilty until proven innocent. Yeah, that's what Imperial Stats would say. But if it's Kendrick, he's going to say that. It's the big deal. I don't believe it. AR says, get Ack out of here. Hollywood Co. Here's the problem with what you're saying, though. If this were the reason these guys settle, the reason, well, one of the reasons somebody like a Johnny Depp would settle, someone like who was it, Trevor Bauer, a lot of these guys that go through these situations, the reason they settle is because it's going to be tough to get a jury to not side with the victim in these cases. Even if you have all the evidence out there, even if you go through the whole process and you get to the end. So what you would do is you would go to a process, you pay all these court fees, and then you get to the end of the trial, and then you still have to pay. Kai Cenat's having a similar issue, which is crazy. Kai Cenat did everything he needed to protect himself. Like Jen said, his whole life is on live stream. He recorded everything. He had video. He had the girl that was accusing him of stuff sign an NDA. And still, at the end of the day, he got accused and exposed for certain things, even though he did everything he needed to do up to this point. And the reason she did it, and she even came out and said this, is because she made so much money from her OnlyFans, it didn't even matter. So again, this is why I say, guys and girls, man, y'all don't even, is it even worth it to put yourself in this situation? I don't think so. But I get it. You're human. Things happen. I'm not out here judging anybody, but you can do everything the right way that you're supposed to do and still end up on the losing side, which is a shame. Let's see. Steve Latin says Hennessy is full of gluten, ClassE. What are y'all talking about, Hennessy? Amy says, facts, before I got into the music industry, I was criminal justice. I've seen some crazy things. Amy, okay. Amy, I would love for you to call in, and even if you just want to share some of your stories about these criminal cases, that would be amazing. Imperial Stat says it happens to people with fame more than just regular people. You'd be surprised. Amy says, oh, she's saying facts to having cameras everywhere. Yes. All you guys need body cameras and make them girls sign a non-disclosure agreement. But yeah, Amy, you would back this up though. You can break. This is the thing about an NDA. NDAs are great, and I think it's a great way to cover yourself. But you can break an NDA. And the worst thing that's gonna, well, I won't say the worst thing, but if you break an NDA, I have you sign an NDA and you break it. If it comes to my image being stained, the information's out there. So what the public that I used to create this image, create this platform, they're going to see the information that's out there from the person that broke this NDA. So there's really no way you can recover from that. The only thing you can do is sue the person, even though they signed an NDA. So again, yes, Amy's right, and you definitely should get them to sign an NDA. But if you're suing a broke person, what are you going to get? Because if you're a public figure, if you have a job, if they're calling your job and sending your job information, if you're an NFL football player, college football player, and they send this to your school and your school kicks you out, says you can't play football anymore, and then 10 years later they say, oh, you actually didn't do it. It doesn't matter. So that's what I'm saying. Man, y'all just stay out of these situations in the first place. And Amy says, true, but it's still good to have a clause written. Yeah, absolutely, Amy. And I agree. I'm all for NDAs. Trust me, when we've got our bases covered over here. Don't worry. Heath Lattin, when we're going to keep it moving here in a second. Heath Lattin says, I bet Tory Lanez wish he had cameras in his car. I know Meg doesn't. Jen says, no comeback coming. I wasn't making a point. It was just a statement. Oh, yeah, Jen. Let's see. Yeah, you're with it. And Jen said, that's how I caught my ex. I'm sorry, Jen. And I only laughed because you said LOL, so I guess you moved past it. Imperial Stat says, I thought the act case went away. Now it's back. Because there's two sides to it. There's a criminal side and there's a civil side. So yes, it did go away. But he's not going to have criminal charges brought up against him. But civil suit is totally different. Amy says, clarify alleged victim. Some of the victims are men. Yes. Did the dude put himself in a stupid situation? Of course, but some of these women just be looking to take advantage of a situation. Amber Heard. There's a lot of names you can name, but we're not going to go down that road. You're exactly right, Amy. I do need to clarify that. Heath Lattin says, always check IDs. You don't know, man. What if they have a fake ID? And yep, Jen says, Heath, my ID is fake to make me older. Oh my God. Amy Lee says, cameras are how I caught my, oh man, what is, fellas. Come on, guys. It's not looking good right now. He said, damn, how many people cheated out here? A lot. Yeah, Imperial Stat says the Amber shit was crazy. It is. All right, let's keep it going with the video. Thank you to everyone who's in here. If y'all could, all I ask is y'all like the video. It's free to do, and it lets the algorithm know that you guys are enjoying the show and it shares it with more people. Shout out to 100,000 of y'all watching over on X. Let's get back into it. So this is a rewind to 4 months ago when Akademiks first started speaking about this entire situation. So what was happening is his ex-girlfriend, Cheyenne, sounds like a very lovely woman. She was allegedly threatening Akademiks that she was going to leak some information about him. So what he did as sort of a preemptive strike is he said, all right, it's dirty laundry time. I'm just going to go on this podcast and I'm going to go ahead and talk about everything that might possibly be leaked. And one of those things was the situation with Zaya. So he's going to talk about it here, give you guys a little background and paint the picture of what his view of was, what he sees happened in this situation. All right. So y'all check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Let me see what y'all niggas been saying. Somebody say, yo, she holds zero power. Yo, we gonna be here forever. She don't understand. Yo, she literally don't understand. Okay, so first and foremost, let me give y'all the biggest thing. I'm gonna start it off first. And the reason why, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, I never wanted to even bring this up because I'm a nigga really at this juncture for this story I'm about to tell you, I'm a victim. Nobody knows this story, and I got my assistant sitting over there. She don't know the story. This is facts.
Yeah, and this goes to what Amy was saying in the chats. The victim sometimes isn't the person who's filing this claim. Sometimes the victim is the person who the claims are being filed against. If y'all followed that Amber Heard, Johnny Depp case, man, he got put in a bad situation. There's a couple we could talk about. I mentioned Trevor Bauer as well. Situation to where even though these charges and these complaints were filed against them, they were clearly the victim in these cases. Whether Akademiks is the victim in this case, we'll see. Let's keep it going.
But I paid so much and I lost so much and I was the victim of this that when I seen a bitch who's supposed to be with me trying to hold shit against me that got nothing to do with me, Bro, I've been looking at her different from a while ago. Like, yo, bro, like, are you serious? So let me tell y'all
He
what
got
it
his
is.
feelings hurt.
Shorty really thinks that I care that much, or I am so scared of her telling y'all this. Here's what she's gonna tell y'all, or here's what she thinks is the thing. September of last year, okay? September, was it September of last year? Is it September or October? Or it might have been November, my bad. I don't know. September, October, and November of last year.
He's talking about
I'm telling y'all the
2022.
facts. Police raided my crib. They kicked my door off. My mama was at my crib. They only kicked my door off. In reality, my mama didn't know what was going on. So they were really knocking on the door. By the way, everybody knows, especially because this is after my break-in, I had got 50 guns in my house. So really, when the police was coming, they were serving a search warrant. I'm gonna tell you what it's all about. They were serving a search warrant. They know I got 50 guns. The town that I live in issued me 50 guns. I have them in my house. That's a fact. So
50
when
guns
they're
is
coming
crazy.
in,
I'm not gonna lie.
remember they're serving a search warrant. They got in their computer system. They got 50 guns. We gotta come in a little bit. They knocking on the door, whatever. My mama, who's upstairs with my dog, and then I'm downstairs, like I'm playing Fortnite, some shit. My mama don't know what's going on. They're asking her to open the door. My mama don't know. I remember the only thing my mama screamed out, she was like she called me Junior because I got my same name as my father. She said, Junior,
Damn.
get the gun. Because she heard the story. This is after niggas try to break in. So she's telling me, yo, baby, like, yo, I think niggas is coming again. Like, get the gun.
Yeah, and Akademiks shortly before this had his house broken into, which was possibly linked to another situation, but yeah, we won't go into that. 50 guns is wild.
It wasn't that. It was the cops.
That's a
I'm
lot of
downstairs.
guns.
I always have a gun with me in my house. I don't care. I sleep with a gun under my pillow. Every time I sleep with 2 guns. Anybody know me? If y'all,
Bro, don't tell people that. He's got a. How old is DJ Akademiks, man? This dude. Don't tell. 32 years old. Oh my God. I guess that's still considered young. I definitely thought he was older than me. Why would you? Oh my God. All right.
go to my crib, there's guns galore. Cool.
Why would you say that?
I see it, and by the way, on my phone, it pops up. It pops up that the police is outside, and I see them because I got cameras everywhere. My mama don't know how to work the shit in my crib. Like, it's my crib, nigga. She don't know how to work it like that. So I seen it.
He looks like
anyway.
He's 32.
I put my gun away because I seen it was the police. By the time I walk upstairs, the police kicked my door down. By the way, these are expensive doors. I live in a mansion. It's a $2 million house. These doors cost me $25,000. They kicked my door down. The reason they kicked it down, when they're telling and shouting for my mom to open the door, my mama don't open the door because she's like, what the fuck is going on? Bet. They come in, tell everybody to get down. We all get down. They put us in cuffs. By the way, Cheyenne is there too. And this is what she thinks is some shit that she could hold against me. They put everybody in cuffs. I'm in cuffs. Even my mama is in cuffs. We're all sitting there. What's going on? I'm like, I'm still wondering, like, what's going on? I'm like,
smart, man.
Yo, what's up with y'all? Like, what's good? Nobody tells me nothing. Anyway, they asked me if I want to go down to the station. I'm like, I really have no idea what's going on. I do go down to the station. Bro, I go down to the station and I get kind of really what they're doing. Okay? So I'm gonna make a long story short, but this is the reason why my house got raided. And this is gonna be a lesson to all y'all. If y'all watch me and y'all watch me talk about all these stories, I've been trying to give y'all these insights without telling y'all that I've been through some shit. They raided my house because so there was a woman that came to my house.
All right, so now he's gonna go back and tell his version of what happened. And again, we're gonna get into this complaint here in a second. There's a few things that I want to introduce and talk to y'all about, but he's gonna give his side of the story here in just a second.
That woman claimed she was sexually assaulted. Not by me, by other people. But it happened in my house. I'm gonna tell you why they raided my house. Shorty.
It's bad.
I actually even tell a whole full story. Let me just tell a full story. Let me tell a full story. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what the cops came. But a shorty I'm dealing with, she comes over. Right? No, actually, and this is why you want to keep hearing her say because she don't know the real story. So one day, I know I work a lot. One day I'm like, I tell my niggas, I say, yo, I want to get drunk today.
And when he's saying she doesn't know the real story, he's talking about Cheyenne, his ex-girlfriend, right? Because this situation took place between Akademiks and Zaya.
And my nigga, Antonio Brown invited me to a pool party. I tell my niggas to even drive my cars. I say, yo, drive my car. I'm about to get drunk. That's how you know I'm definitely about to get drunk. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm telling niggas drive my car. Yeah. Anyway, I go to the party. It's like a day party type shit. Antonio Brown, we there. He performing, blah, blah, blah. I'm already drunk. There's a girl texting me that I haven't seen in a year. She said she want to come through. Cool. I said, whatever. Yo, we're going to leave the party around 8, blah, blah, blah. You can come through. I'm going to send you a lift. I swear I got so drunk. By the time I leave the party.
Yeah, I know.
My niggas drove me home. Or I think we went to Wendy's and we went home. By the time I'm so fucking drunk, when I get home, I go to I walk, and I swear this is the whole story. I promise you, I can't lie. This is why I can't believe a bitch I really laid with and I really trust and I bought everything in the fucking world would ever even try to play with me like this. Cause I've told her the story. Because low key, yes, that was me cheating on her. Like me and her fell out. She went back home and I went to a party and I hit up another bitch. Yes, the other chick came over. I'm mad drunk. Yo, I'm drunk.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Why would you put yourself in this type of situation? Especially as a 30-something-year-old. Now, granted, y'all, hey, listen, a lot of us were in college. A lot of us at younger ages have probably been in some situations which could have turned out kind of tricky, right? I get it, but man, continuing to do this type of thing is just, I'm going to say it's just dumb. If you have this much to lose, especially, y'all got to be smart, man. And I hate to make this again, fellas, especially, be conscious of the environments you're in, who's around you, the people who are around you, and ladies too. Like y'all got to make sure you have some support. This is
at a party. I come home. Yo, I'm so drunk. I ain't drive my own car. I walk upstairs to where my master bedroom's at and I fall out. This is what y'all gonna see what the lesson is in this. Yo, I just pass out.
Yeah, the lesson is
I forgot I Ubered a bitch to my crib. I forgot, nigga. I'm drunk. My nigga, 4 a.m. comes. Remember, I'm at my crib at 9. 4 a.m. comes. I'm knocked out. 4 a.m. comes. My homie, I never see the girl. I never see her. My homies wake me up on some shit like, yo, we leaving. I'm like, oh shit, damn, I was fucked. Like, damn, I'm fucked up. Type shit like, yo, I've been sleeping. They're like, yo, lock the door because we're leaving. I said, damn, y'all leaving? They're leaving at like 4 or 5 a.m. I bet. I go lock the door. Then they say to me when I'm locking the door, they say, oh, by the way, that girl you invited, yo, she down there at the other end of your house in the guest bedroom. I look at them and I said, what girl I invited? They said, bro, remember you invited a girl. Nigga, I'm so confused because I was at the party with Antonio Brown. Nigga, I'm macking it. Nigga, like, got all these bitches, they on me type shit. I'm like, please, but them bitches was ugly. No disrespect. I'm just telling you the story out of this. I'm like, no way I invited one of them girls at the party back to my crib. Them girls was busting. No way. They was like, no, nigga, remember the girl you... I said, what are you talking about? They said, yo, you know so-and-so, and they describe us. Oh, shit. Anyway, they leave. I walk down the hallway.
This story is crazy, man.
Nigga, by the way, for shorty who thought she was going to hold this against me, I'm going to always tell the truth that I don't care what nobody says. And by the way, what I'm going to tell y'all is something that could happen to any nigga. And by the way, y'all know what y'all going to say to me, like I should be my homies and shit like that. I'm a sucker for that too. We going to talk about it. Anyway, so I go down the hallway to my guest bedroom, and I see the girl.
Do y'all think this is something that could happen to anybody? You gotta let me know what you think in the comments. Is he right that anyone could be accused of anything? Yeah, essentially that's true. This specific situation, is this something that anybody could be accused of?
Stop the cap.
No, I did act dirty by pausing it right there, but this is just something that the regular person isn't doing. Now, in Act's defense, when it comes to, say you go out, a lot of y'all go out, you go to bars, you meet somebody, maybe y'all go somewhere else afterwards. That's a situation, especially if you've been drinking, when it comes to the alcohol, that's just not, as a guy, that's just dumb. Don't do that. And if you're watching this today and you do that after this, then I don't know what to tell you. And then ladies, of course, y'all know you're putting yourself at a very vulnerable situation, especially if you've been drinking. I don't drink like that. I drink socially every now and then. And if I were to drink, I would not be alone with anybody at that point. So y'all just, I don't see that this could happen to anybody, because that's dumb.
I said, oh shit. But I noticed this couple things. First of all, she naked. Second of all, her hair is like frizzy and shit like that. This is summertime. Like almost like she kind of went in the pool type shit. I got a pool, like it's a big ass pool. Anyway, I'm like, yo, what's good with you? Like, I'm waking her up type shit. Like, yo, you sleeping? Like, what's up? Anyway, I go downstairs. She kind of realized I'm there. She wakes up. She come downstairs. She was telling me about some other shit she wanted to get me with. Like, this is before I was really on Afrobeats. Like, I don't want to dox her neither, because she know what it is. She ain't never say no weird shit. This is why it's so crazy that this is the girl that I've been, and I think it's because she mad because I cheated on her type shit. It's her trying to use this against me. It's not the girl that was really in it.
And again, I know it's getting confusing. He's talking about Cheyenne. So it's confusing because the timeline's all messed up. So in this situation, let me be clear. DJ Akademiks did not know that Zaya was going to put out the video that we watched here. All right. So when he's still talking about her and she did this, he's talking about his ex, Cheyenne. Now, when he's telling the story, obviously he's talking about Zaya, but he didn't know Zaya was going to come out and make the video that she did, make herself public. And he's still feeling upset or some type of way about Cheyenne.
Anyway, wow. That girl woke up. And by the way, I hate to tell this part because it will make her look crazy. And this is why I refuse to give out that girl's name. Okay. So so it's a nighttime where whatever. I remember saying like, damn, what was y'all doing when I was sleeping type shit? She was like, oh shit, now we were just having fun, blah, 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 blah. Now, granted, this is a girl who I've been dealing with for a couple years. I've messed with her for years. When she came over that time, she had told me she was like a dancer, some shit like that. You know what I mean? And I remember, and I don't know if maybe my niggas took it the wrong way, because I remember she had told me, she was like, yo, the girl you used to know, like I'm on some bad girl vibes now type shit. Like basically she was like doing her thing. And I remember I told him, I'm like, yo, oh, this is before when I was going to the party. I was like, yo, I'm about to get this girl coming over later for me. But she telling me she on some different vibes. I don't know if that's what they took. And I can't really speak to other niggas' thing. I can only speak to myself. All right, bet.
Come on, Ak, get it together, cool. Man.
We're in the morning now. And once the morning happened, and I remember even that night when she woke up, I went in my backyard and I'm like, something don't look right back here. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what was y'all doing when I was sleeping type shit? Because I know, like, if you, nigga, I live in my crib dolo, nigga. Like, don't get no ideas, but dolo, nigga, like, nigga, I know the chair, the tan is right there. I know this is right there. And I'm like, I go in the backyard. I'm like, why this is over there? Why this is over there? This shit don't make no sense. So I asked her and she was like,
yeah, is this too fast? I'll slow it down. I'm watching it at 1.25 speed just because Ak he's doing extra in this one. But let me pause the story at that point real quick and see what y'all are saying. Shout out to Cedar Jones, new timer in here. He says Cheyenne's the same girl he assaulted in Miami. Yeah, I think that's the video, if I remember right, where he's yelling at her and says, I'm Big At. You know who I am? Or something like that. We the People said, dude is definitely giving chipmunk vibes. And Jen said he's talking too fast. He had this story rehearsed. If he rehearsed this story, God, I'd hate to hear a story that he tells just off the top. Good Lord. Snappa Slappa said, that's the reason why a lot of people be going out is to meet drunk people. Woo! That's facts, but I hate that that's correct. All right, let's keep it going.
Nah, we were just having fun type shit. That's what she told me tonight. In the morning, I got to let my dog out. So I go let Pluto out. And when I go let Pluto out, I'm now outside standing. I'm like looking around. I'm like, man, this shit don't look right. Here's the thing. I got cameras everywhere in my crib. And this is the reason why y'all gonna realize the raid. Yeah, this is the raid. The cameras. And this is like, I'm telling y'all now that I could hear the.
This is the only thing that saved him. Oh my gosh. Can y'all imagine if he didn't have the cameras? Can y'all imagine? It's 3 dudes in a house and a woman's in there alleging she was drunk, that someone gave her a pill. She passed out. And then she goes and she gets the SA kit. And it shows what it shows. And it's showing 3 guys against 1. Oh, man. All 3 of them would have been done. Especially if, once we look at some of the evidence that's there, those videos saved his ass. So, one smart thing. Anyway.
The whole story. Bet. So now I'm sitting there. This is the morning. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? I know my backyard. Something ain't right. She's telling me they were just chilling, having fun, waiting for me type shit. But I'm sleeping. And I'm sleep from like 9 p.m. since I got in the crib. And they don't wake me up till 4 a.m. That's how many hours? 7 hours. Okay. Anyway, remember when she told me the night before, I'm believing it. But but in the morning, I'm looking around when I'm letting Pluto. I'm like, something don't sound right. I go on my camera. I go to my DVR. I'm looking what's going on. Gang, this is facts, and I'm not trying to make her look crazy, and I'm not trying to put her in no type of weird position. This is just reality, brother. This is a girl who I've been dealing with for like 2 years on and off. We were not steadily, like we were like, hang out, not really hang out, not really hang out. That type of shit. You feel me? She's actually like a really good girl. Like she's a girl who kind of gives like really nice energy, like not one of them like sexy red type children. Like not to disrespect her either. When I look at my camera in the morning, gang.
Here we go. This is where it
the
gets
shorty
crazy.
Was getting like I don't even like she was getting trained by my 2 mans. Like on my pool deck the night before when I'm sleeping. I'm dead ass. This is what happened.
Now, this part of the story that he's telling has been corroborated by not only the complaint, but by Zaya as well on her own. So, and this is the story he's been telling about what his friends were doing while he was allegedly passed out.
Nigga, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? Nigga, I invited you over here. I paid a lift. The lift was like $200. Nigga, she lived, I don't even want to say where she lived. I'm like, what? How could you come to my joint and get trained by my mans while I'm sleeping? Now, this is where I'm going to be honest with you. Men, y'all going to learn this lesson from me. And this is sincere. Men, I want y'all to learn this lesson from me. And I will say this and tears might come in my eye when I say this to you. You could get penalized for being a good guy. I never knew nothing was ever going on. I was sleeping. So when I seen this shit, I'm kind of offended. I'm like, damn, when I talked to her last night, she ain't never told me. And when and this morning, I feel a certain type of way. So I go down to where I usually play Fortnite and she come down and like, she like covered up and she was just like, yo, last night was fun. Like she was kind of like mad jovial about like what happened the night before, but I feel a way because I seen it on my camera. I said, yo, you just got trained by my mans. I called you like.
Oh, hold on. The video pause. Let me see what's going on.
Because I seen it on my camera. I said, yo, you just got trained by my mans. I called you, like, I set the shit for you to come here. Why'd you? Okay, bet. I ain't say nothing to her first. We then go upstairs to my kitchen. And she's still acting like ain't nothing happened. So I'm kind of throwing little hints to them. I'm like, yo. I'm like, damn. I'm like, y'all can't believe y'all ain't wake me up type of shit.
Yeah, and I see y'all say, again, man, God, I hope nothing's ever gonna come up when it comes to these type of accusations against me. But the words y'all are using, man, are just showing why it's just rough out here. It's rough out here for dudes. Cedar Jones on TikTok, shout out to him. He says, have you seen the actual lawsuit? There's a photo of Leaf and his brother, he says, assaulting her on page 2. You can tell that from a photo. Come on, man. This is still, is he innocent until proven guilty or not? I guess not. I guess y'all, so something comes out about y'all and we see a picture. We just got to assume that it's true. Because that's a crazy thing to say from a picture. Especially that picture. I've seen the picture. Listen. It looks like what it looks like, all right? Hey, yo. Let's just leave it there. You can't say it was, I mean, you can't say it was assault. That's wild. Imperial Stat says, I don't know. I kind of believe him because he sounds hurt. She smashed his homies instead of him. Yeah, he's definitely hurt. And you can even hear it on the video I was playing earlier from his live stream yesterday. You can hear that he didn't want to have to go through all of this. He had some respect for her, and it now looks like all of it's gone. We the people said he's cooked. He's not getting, he's okay. He's going to write a nice check. That's a fact, but he's not cooked. I mean, the police did a full investigation and saw all the video we haven't seen yet, took a statement from everyone, and no charges were filed. So is he going to write a nice check? Absolutely. Is he innocent? According to the law, yeah. Jonte's up in here too. Man, oh my gosh. This is y'all, man, I'm just saying, y'all better protect yourself, because when it comes to society as a whole, you have no chance. The court of public opinion, they're not going to give you the benefit of a doubt. Like it or not, and y'all aren't going to like me saying this, ladies in most cases will get the benefit of a doubt, especially when it comes to situations like this. But if you're a dude, you get caught up in this situation, I mean, you might as well pack it up. All right. Shout out to Cedar says, I was in the Discord with them. I heard Leaf talking about it, my boy, but go off. Yeah, no, you're good. I know you know what I'm saying, Cedar. Leaf deleted all his socials and made his brother do the same. Yeah, they're still out there, though. I don't think that matters much. Are they deleted, or is it, I mean, are the lawyers going through it? Because they might have had them either archive it or take some things down while they do the investigation. But yeah, I wouldn't, man, I pray that y'all putting this man under the jail already when he's already been proven innocent. It's crazy.
Last night, like, what happened? You know what I mean? She was like, nah, we were just having fun, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm feeling disrespected because I'm like, yo, does she not know that I seen this shit? Like, but so I asked her one question, and this is facts.
Video's back.
Facts, my nigga. I said, do you know, I said, everything you did last night, right? I said, you wanted to do, right? Because, you know, just off like, because she's acting like.
And this is also corroborated in, hopefully I'm saying that word right. This is also consistent with the complaint. And she says, yes, he did ask me that, and I thought it was weird. Also, Amy says, this is the issue with the world and culture today. People come with a pitchfork and automatically pass a sentence on someone before they're even proven guilty. And the ladies are going to like this, but it's mostly men. It's mostly men, Amy. And I know you've probably seen this if you were in the criminal justice system. I mean, look at, let's see, who do we have? We've got Lizzo. We've got Meg Thee Stallion. And then who else am I going to bring up? Man, I'm trying to think of somebody who wasn't guilty, a dude who was guilty. No one, not once since the case happened, has brought up the situation Meg Thee Stallion has with her lawsuit. No one has brought up again the situation Lizzo has with her lawsuit. All right, but something goes down with DJ Akademiks. Oh, it's guilty. Throw him under the jail. Smoking the One says Cardi B openly admitted to drugging men and stealing their money. People are just like, hey, it's the game. Y'all got to understand how life is out here and do everything you can to protect yourself. Now, I'm not saying there's not victims. And I know, again, some of the ladies aren't going to like this, but it's just the way it is. You are going to be guilty until proven innocent, especially in a situation like this. Last thing, Amy Lee says, some guys are just guilty of putting themselves in compromising positions, unfortunately, but a lot of times they're not guilty of criminal charges, but most of the times the jury sides with females alleged victims. 100%. I mean, you've got that football player who got his whole entire career ruined because some accusations. That actually happened a couple of times. You had a whole group of guys that were thrown in jail and in jail for a long time because of something that later came out wasn't true. So it's the way it is. Jonte says, yeah, Cardi do need to be locked up for real. She won't be. And we're going to continue to have people here who are just going to skip over the fact that not only is Zaya in this instance with the civil case going to get a nice payday, but Akademiks was already proven not guilty in the eyes of the law. Imperial Stats said women get a pass. I won't necessarily say that, but when it comes to situations like this, you're not, as a man, you're not going to get a benefit of the doubt. That's just a well-known, well-documented fact. Amy Lee says, saw it all the time. Yep. Had a case one time and a guy was in jail for 2 years and finally evidence proved the woman lied. That man lost 2 years away from his kids. Shaking my head. I mean, yeah, even look at there. We're going based off of a picture that, let's be honest, a lot of y'all, if that picture that's in this case, in this complaint, a lot of y'all have a picture out there that could look similar to that. Not me. So, I mean, they're saying, oh, her hands are to the side and yes, she was on the pavement. Well, if they're drunk, I mean, what? We're going to get into it in a second, but I'm just telling y'all as men, I'm disappointed at the amount of guys that are out here that are saying some of the same things they're saying. Now, a lot of them are saying it for clout. They're saying it because they can't stand Akademiks or Drake or people he's associated with. But this is some serious accusations when it comes to the legal side. And as Akademiks said, there are certain points where this could apply to you. So those dudes that are out there painting this picture just because they don't like Akademiks, shame on y'all. And I hope y'all never get accusations like this brought up against you, because if you don't have the resources that a DJ Akademiks does, you might be like Amy talked about and be spending 2 years away from your kids. All right.
Nothing happened. And I'm like, everything you wanted to do, right? And she said to me, yeah, I had fun. Everything was cool.
Appreciate you, Jonte.
I'm a little tight. And by the way, some of y'all gonna hear the story and be like, Ak, you caused this on yourself, because maybe y'all can say tender dick or whatever, because I could just said nothing and I would have never been in these problems. Because sometimes when a girl is intoxicated or whatever she is,
yeah,
bro, sometimes it's you shaming her that causes her to do some shit, nigga. So
yeah, he got his feeling hurt.
She's like, nah, everything is cool. But I'm feeling no way because I'm like,
that's
really
tough.
came to my crib and just fuck my niggas and really think I don't know type shit. Like, so I said, damn. I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm like, yo, y'all made a motion video last night, man. In reality, I said, y'all got a whole video of whatever happened. And she was like, what are you talking about? I still think she playing dumb. I'm like, I said, bruh, you know, it's all good. I ain't even tripping. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure, yo, you good, whatever you did last night. And
Big Act was upset. He said, man, come on.
You know, I ain't think you was that type of girl, but fuck it. It's cool. She was like, why are you acting like that? Because now I'm acting distant. She's like, yo, why are you acting like that? I'm like, I'm getting mad now, because now I'm thinking like, yo, you're playing with me. You're acting like I don't know. You're acting like, bro, this is my house. I tell everybody when they come to my house. Every video, every audio is recorded. Nigga, I got more cameras in my house than the motherfucking casino, bro. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I tell him like, yo, really? I'm like, yo, it's cool, bro. Like, I see you fuck my niggas type shit. She said, nah, I never fucked your niggas. Really?
She lied or forgot?
Bro, you did. No, I didn't. She was like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I probably got naked and like twerk for them, but I ain't never fuck them. Already I'm thinking like, I know you lying now because you're admitting to get. First of all, why would you even get naked for my niggas? If you came for me, you don't know them niggas would get. Whatever, cool. I bet.
Yeah, it's funny that
So
he's holding her
I show her, I'm
accountable,
like,
too.
yo, bro, you don't gotta lie to me. It's cool. Like, I get it. Like, this is the first time I seen her like in a year. I said, you don't gotta even lie to me, nigga. I show her on my phone. I said, bruh, look, right there. She got another excuse. She said, oh, nah. So it was a video of her naked in my pool, bent over by the deck. And then one of my niggas got his dick out. Like, pause. I'm sorry, I've got to give you all the details, but I keep telling you, somebody can't.
Yo, this is supposed to be the family show. I'm sorry, y'all. We're kind of getting off the rails a little bit, but y'all just bear with me. Again, I gave the disclaimer at the beginning. This is going to be a little bit graphic. All right. So y'all just bear with me. Good
Ever
God.
put dirt on my name without me telling the truth. So I said, bro, like, look at this right here. She was like, like at first, she was like, yeah, he might have took his dick out. Like, I think he rubbed his dick on my pussy, but I'm like, yo, bro, you really lying to me right now. So I ain't even gonna hold you. Nigga, I scrolled in the video, nigga. I got the video in my shit. I scrolled in, I said, bro, here's a video of him fucking you. Then I scrolled again. I said, here's a video of him fucking you and you sucking off my other man's. Hey, oh, what? What? Now the story's changed. The story now becomes, what? Oh, I didn't know that. Was she apologetic? She's like, yo, you gotta believe me. Like, yo, I would have never did that. Like, yo, shit, I'm so sorry. I would have never disrespected you like that. Like, yo, I came here for you, this, that, and third. Anyway, my mama had to come that day.
I don't know. What do y'all think? This is Dak's story so far. Now, again, a lot of this is consistent with what was said in the complaint, especially this whole conversation. I'm not going to read too much into it and give my opinion. I do think, especially if you're saying you had a good time last night, that to me would have been the point to say, oh, I don't really remember even going to bed last night. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know what happened. But her saying, yeah, I had a great time. It was fun, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, really? Well, what about this part? And she said, oh, well, you know, actually, now that I think about it, you know, I'm not even going to say that. I do remember maybe having some, yeah. And now, you know, actually, nah, I'm not buying it.
Stop the cap.
Something's not adding up, but we'll keep it going.
Like, on some real shit, I ain't even bullshit. My mama was coming to my crib. So it's not only like, usually when that girl comes to my crib, she stays a couple days. Like, I ain't even bullshit. She usually come stay a couple days, bring clothes. But my mama was coming that day, so it wasn't because I was salty. And, you know, if y'all don't believe that, you'll believe that. But that's really what it was. So I told her, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta go, yo. So she's looking at me like, damn.
He
and she
kicked
said,
her out. Oh, Ak was hurt. Ak was hurting, y'all. Boy, I just keep pausing this at the wildest point. Ak, my bad, man. I apologize. It's not intentional. He kicked her out. He's going to say why he kicked her out in a second, but y'all give me 1 second. We'll get back into this real quick. I got to grab one thing. I'll be right back. Let me play some music for y'all. This is wild.
Use me to replace your ex, babe. Hide your pain under your dress. Innocence, you can kill me just to hear your last name. Use me to replace your ex, babe. Hide your pain under your dress. Innocence, you can attain.
I wish I had you the same way that he had you. I wish these handprints could just stay wherever I grab you.
All right, y'all leave Ak alone, man. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all leave that man Ak alone. He was hurting, all right? Oh man, that man was hurt. What are y'all saying in the chat? I gotta read these. Heath Latin says, what happens when you date strippers? Yeah, I think it's funny that they painted her as a writer, I think they said. is described as a writer who lives in Pennsylvania, because Act definitely mentions that she was a dancer. So Imperial Stat says, I believe him because it sounds like a simp story. This story got to be true. He's lame and a simp. It's right on code. Oh, man. Yeah. Act was, he got his feelings hurt on this one. Heath Flatten says, it amazes me how people like him think we obsess over they fake lives. Yeah, it's definitely entertaining, that's for sure. All right, so let me rewind this a little bit and we'll keep it going. And what I'll do, if y'all want to go, I might have to do the case file review over on the members only side. And this is tough. Shout out to Jim is in here. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Says he's claiming not to remember it. Not to remember is tough. I'm not sure what she said. It's a matter of who's lying. Not really. We've got evidence. Jim. He had the tapes of pretty much everything that went on. He gave it to the police. They took his phone. They got the text messages. They got the audio, the video, the statements from everyone involved. And he's not in jail. So this is not at all a he said, she said situation. Parts of this story are, but they're really minor parts, in my opinion, when it comes to the overall story. Now, it's all to Akademiks. How far does he want to fight this? How long does he want to go in this case? Because if he takes it all the way to trial, he may end up beating it and the people might see that he's right. This is going to be a tough one to win in court. I'm telling you right now. Amy says he seems to have some truth and collaborating evidence with the video footage. Yeah, it's going to be hard to deny the video footage. She seems to be the one switching up her stories more. She's capping. Imperial Stat says, so how can she sue? You cannot measure emotion in some cases. You cannot measure how somebody feels. You can't really measure how some things will affect somebody, is the point of the law. So now, even though the police investigated this situation, Imperial Stats, and they found that no crime was committed, that does not account for Akademiks going on live stream saying this is what happened and she's lying. Defamation, right? This doesn't account for how she felt emotionally when she was allegedly assaulted. This doesn't account for what else are they saying? Are the other accusations? So you get what I'm saying? So those are things that you can't really measure, which is one of the reasons this is going down as a civil case. Now, even in this case, the jury can still find that, yeah, we think this happened, and it seems like, you know, she pushed away at some point assault. So you can still file the civil case and sue. And then y'all don't even want to get into the conversation of consent, because that's really going to scare a lot of y'all when you look at some of these laws when it comes to consent. And we saw it. I wish I could find the name of that case. But again, there was another either football player or gentleman that was at a bar. Aziz is the comedian that was on Parks and Recreation. I always forget how to say his name. Aziz Ansari. He had a situation like this. When it comes to consent can be removed at any time. As y'all have seen in a lot of cases, consent can be removed afterwards. So if you're in a situation with somebody, things are getting excited and you get into it and you're actually in the act, and in the middle of it, if you're a guy, she says, I'm not comfortable. She and I think this depends on the state, but especially from a federal standpoint, that consent has been removed and you gotta get up out of there. Aziz Ansari, I know I'm saying, I'm messing up his name. So keep that in mind. So you're saying, how can she sue? It's not necessarily based off of evidence. Because look at how much Cassie got out of Diddy. And did we really see any evidence of some of the things that she was saying? Nope. 30 million? And we didn't see any of it. Didn't go before a jury. It's wild. It's crazy out here, man. Jim says there was a text convo where they talked about it and she didn't mention at all that he assaulted her too. I'm not sure at this point. Yeah, the videos are there. The videos are out there. Heath Latin said money can get you anything nowadays for sure. PB Shake says what we just talked about. That's why it went civil. Jim also says if it was defamation, Act needs to at least fight it. Even if it means more money, paying her off looks bad if he's innocent. It's, I mean, he is innocent. In the eyes of the law, he's innocent, right? We've already established that. This isn't going to look good for him either way. Even if he puts out the whole entire videos of what went down, people are still, just because they have a lot of hate for Ack and because they're going to see a victim and they're going to hear the story of, you know, this isn't what I wanted, it's going to be tough to be seen as not guilty. Amy Lee says she's just trying to capitalize on the situation now. The fact this was a long time ago and now she's switching. I agree. We the people says you need permission slips nowadays. Guys, I laugh when I say this, but you do. And Heath Latin says, I'm going to start making features on tracks, sign a consent form. Yeah. Hey, but again, as I just said, you can remove consent at any point. But the video proves she wasn't assaulted. However, if she was messed up on a substance, then it's still not criminal because she would have been willing that night and they say she didn't consent. Yeah. Which that just messes up things a lot more anyway, because in a civil case, you know, if you say, oh, well, I wasn't all there. I didn't know what I was doing. And yeah, I may have looked like I enjoyed it, but you know, I regretted it afterwards and I felt emotionally and physically scarred. What are you going to say? What are you going to say to that? What's the jury going to say? They're going to say, no, you don't feel that way. You're not emotionally scarred. You're not mentally scarred. How do you argue that? Amy says, but the video proves she was enjoying this.
Hey, yo, what did he say?
And Ack's gonna get into it here in a second, but there's even a point where Ack says that she told him, oh, well, yeah, we went down to the pool and I was in my bathing suit and I was twerking for them. What? Wild, man. Wild. Jim says, I haven't seen any video. I know it exists. Does the video show for sure that she was alert and consenting? According to Ack, yes, it does. According to her complaint, yes, it does. Because in the complaint, as she's sipping on whatever she's sipping on, she's having a conversation with some of his friends. She says, hey, is Ack going to come down there? I say, yeah. He's going to be down in a minute. And then they say, oh, you want to go get in the pool or in the hot tub or something like that? We can chill. And she's like, yeah, sure. I'll go in the hot tub. So they go out to the hot tub. They go out to the pool and y'all know what happens next. So this is just all a whole mess, man. Y'all got to protect yourself. Oh, Javier LaFleur is in here. Javi, you got to comment on this, man. Javier LaFleur is in here. he is an actual attorney. And Javi, I've got this complaint pulled up. If there's anything you want to cover, if you've heard about this case, I would love to go over it with you at some point. And honestly, we might have to do it on the members side because this complaint is pretty detailed. But let me know. Amy said permission slips. Yeah. Shout out to Javier LaFleur. Floyd, the real deal. Neil says, I tell these kids in my school all the time, one accusation can cost you more time and money than you could imagine. Watch the folks you have / bring around. Exactly. That's our message today. Y'all be careful. Imperial Stats say, yeah, video proof. With video proof, how's she going to get away with the BS? Happens all the time. Because you can't really, it's hard to litigate emotions, right? And when you mix in alcohol in there, you say, I wasn't my normal self. I wasn't in my full senses. I wasn't aware. And now I regret it. And yes, I did it. And yes, maybe, I enjoyed it at the time, but now I feel guilty. And I feel like something was taken away from me. I feel. You're done. You're done. Amy says, you should have queued up. Come on, choo choo and write it. Hey, I was going to do that. But because this is the ongoing case, even though y'all can see I'm leaning more towards obviously the innocent until proven guilty side, there could be parts of this that are true. So I want to be somewhat sensitive to that. Javier LaFleur said, send me that complaint. I'll go over it with you. Yeah, we got to do that. Javi, let me know. Let's see, what time is it? We could do it shortly now. I'm going to send it to you, Javi. Hold on. I'm going to send it to you on IG. Y'all give me a second. And if we might have to put this over on the members only side though, because this complaint is wild. So where is Javi at? All right. No, why? That's not what. Oh man, why did it do that? All right, Javi, I just sent the article to you. He said, will you be talking about this tomorrow? Yeah, if you want to just DM me, Javi. If you want to talk about it tomorrow, we can do a full breakdown of this complaint tomorrow. If you'll be available, that would be dope to have you over here. Just DM me and we'll we can talk about it tomorrow. It would be dope to have your thoughts on this. All right, let's keep it moving. We're gonna go through this.
Couple days. Like, I ain't even bullshit. She usually come stay a couple days, bring clothes. But my mama was coming that day, so it wasn't because I was salty. And, if y'all don't believe that, you'll believe that. But that's really what it was. So I told her, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta go, yo. So she's looking at me like, damn. And she said this. She said, damn, yo, you mad cold with me right now. She's like, usually you get me breakfast and shit. Like, why you so cold? And I'm like, nah, my mama come in here like, yo, you gotta go. Bro, she's perfect, automatically like looking at me like, oh shit. Oh, you really thinking? So she's apologizing like, yo, believe me, I'm not that type of girl, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and we're going to get to the raid. I call her a car. She leaves. She calls me in the car. She says, yo, I'm sorry. I don't want you ever think I'm that type of girl. I came there to hang out with you. Like, and she even said this verbatim. Why would I come there and fuck your friends and not you? Like, why would I come there and...
Because you're And y'all heard earlier, Akademiks said that she told him, yeah, that good girl you knew before, I'm on a different type of time now. And that's why one of the reasons he invited her over. He was like, oh, okay, it's about to go down.
Hey, yo.
All right, let's do it.
And fuck them instead of fucking you. Like, come on, like, does it make sense? Like, now, this is her apologizing. Cool. When she gets home, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is I honestly, to this day, I still think I fucked up by doing this. Because I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm gonna keep it a being with you, bro. You came to my house and had 2 niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no none. I told her, I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like, you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro.
And again, all this Ak is saying is confirmed in the complaint. Now, there's more that's added to it in the complaint, but it's all, everything he's saying is, it seems to be true on both sides.
And from that moment, she started like, because the denial shifted and she kept like trying to like pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video if you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want me to watch the video if you getting fucked? Cool.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it being about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night. Yo, let us out. Let us out the crib, or lock the crib. They did not tell me they fucked the bitch that came for me. They never told me that. You know when that conversation happened, Shorty now says to me, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like, I really don't believe I would really do that. I'm not that type of person. Yo, you right. I should go get tested. Remember, I told her to get tested, right? I think, and that's why I said, like, maybe I fucked up by like, cause now I'm making her seem nasty, right? Like, yo, go get tested. What the fuck? She said, yeah, I'm gonna get tested, and yo, you know, I'm gonna get a rape kit.
Oh no.
I tell her, I'm like, nigga, I'm like, yo, get a rape kit. Like, so good. Like, yo, whatever. I said, whatever you got going. But she keep asking me, like, yo, are you sure what happened after this? How did both?
Now, if we look at the complaint again, it does show in the complaint that when she got the assault kit done, it did show signs of assault. Now, again, do y'all want to go into that and talk about the validity of the kit? You can do that, but we're just going based on facts here, and the facts are when she got the kit done, it showed that there were signs of assault. Now, what does that mean? That has left to be explained. And we
both of the guys get there instead of one, because I remember talking to him, but I remember the other guy, and I'm like, bro, I'm not watching this. So now I'm getting the defense. I ain't watching that shit no more, gang. I'm not watching this shit. Okay,
Ak was hurting, man.
That's the last time I talked to her. The next time I talked to her, she asked me one random day, like 3 days later, yo, could I get your friends' names and numbers? Bro, you still trying to, like, I say, yo, you fucked them. You can't get their name and number? Why the fuck you need me to get their name and number? I don't know, like, come on, bro. Why you keep asking about niggas you don't fuck?
Poor Ak, man.
Could I get their names and numbers?
That's tough.
Bro, I say, you know, because she keep wanting to say, I want to know exactly what happened. Do you sure nobody used the condom? I said, bro, from the video I ain't seen them niggas use a condom type shit. By the way, here's the thing, and for the guys who's watching, this is what being a good guy gets you. Because I could have acted like nothing happened. I could have just chalked it to the game, which I probably should have, and be like, that's a girl. You know how girls are. Yo, I've thought about this a million times. I really think that me making her feel some shame made all this happen. Because the day after, when she walked up to me, she said she had fun.
And here's the interesting thing too. Man, I keep doing Ak dirty. Ak, I'm sorry, man. I promise it's not intentional. Anyway, here's the thing, and we'll go over to the case file. I just confirmed with Javier LaFleur that he is going to be live with us tomorrow. So y'all do not want to miss tomorrow's live stream. It's going to be wild. All right, so Javier LaFleur is going to be on the show tomorrow, and we're going to go over this complaint with y'all, give you guys a little more detail, a little bit more insight into what some of the things mean, and kind of tell you the story of how things played out from Zaya's point of view. But it's interesting because let me run it back here real quick. Let me rewind this for y'all.
From the video I ain't seen them niggas use a condom type shit. By the way, here's the thing, and for the guys who's watching, this is what being a good guy gets you. Because I could have acted like nothing happened. I could have just chalked it to the game, which I probably should have, and be like, that's a girl. You know how girls are. Yo, I've thought about this a million times. I really think that me making her feel some shame made all this happen. Because The day after, when she walked up to me, she said she had fun. And I'm the one feeling the way like, bro, you had fun fucking other.
Yeah, and when we go through the complaint, you guys will see it's weird the way this whole thing went down, because in the complaint, Zaya verifies that when she went to the police, that they got Ak on the phone. They told her, hey, call him, and we've got a list of questions we want you to ask him. And this is after they did the assault kit. Almost trying to set Ak up. Dirty, nasty work, but it's legal. He's like, call him, ask him these questions, but don't let him know that you're here with us and that we're asking these questions. So she calls him, has this conversation with him, and the whole story, he backs up the whole story that he's telling here. So when it comes to, again, the criminal side, Ak he stood on it and hasn't changed his story up. Now, are there a couple inconsistencies in his story? Yes, there are. And we're going to talk about them tomorrow when we get Javi over here.
Niggas, bro. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Being a good guy, cut that shit out, man. Don't help no, like, bro. If it don't got to do with you, man, let everybody get it out the mud. Fuck that shit. So anyway.
This is crazy.
She keep asking, she say, yo, I want to see the video. I keep telling her, I'm not going to keep watching a video where you're fucking my friends. You were supposed to be fucking with me. Okay. She asked me for my friends' names or whatever. I said, yo, you know what? I'm going to give you my man's number. I said, whatever you want to know about that night, he fucked you, you go talk to him.
It sounds like, oh man, this is going to sound bad. It sounds like she was afraid of getting cut off. Especially once Akademiks found out what happened. It sounded like she saw the writing on the wall and she said, dang, this might be it. Scrambling.
Y'all go talk, okay? All right. When I get home, I was coming from my studio, and when I get home, 20 minutes after I get home, that's when the raid happens. My mama's screaming. She's saying, get the gun. I'm looking on my shit. I could see it's police. I put my gun away. I locked the other guns away. They put me, my mom, Cheyenne in cuffs. They bring me down to the station. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what it's about. They're asking me about the situation. Yo, what's whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you why they did the raid and why they did the search warrant on my crib. And this is another thing. Yo, after that, bruh, like even to this day, right now, I pay $4,000 for an apartment I don't go to. I got an apartment right now I do not go to because I refuse to bring people back to my crib. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why they did that search warrant, the reason why they kicked the door off my fucking, they kicked my door off. Well, obviously my mom didn't open the door. It was just did what they had to do. But they kicked it off because they felt like my mom, you know, like is stalling or some shit.
That's wild. She could have been, boy, that's scary, man. His mom could have been, especially if she had a remote or bottle in her hand or something. Drop the weapon, drop the weapon. Oof, that's
the
scary.
reason why they did that is because Shorty went to the cops and the cops reading and listening to her side of the story. They're saying, oh yeah, Shorty got R-worded. Akademiks got the tape. It's at his house, but he don't want to give up the tape.
And he's got 50 guns.
So that's their whole mentality. Ak don't want to give up the tape. Everything is on my house is documented on tape. So they kicked my door off, took all my cell phones, took my DVR, and then they bring it down to the station. Also, here's the thing. Everybody knows me in my, like where I'm from. I'm like the popular nigga in my town. So now they bring it down there. Nigga, they even called me. I said, because at first I was so bewildered. I didn't even know what was going on. By the way, I get and I'll tell you the truth. This is facts. My nigga, I'm a rich nigga, expensive nigga. My nigga, I spent $100,000. I got a $100,000 retainer on a lawyer, and I never got charged with nothing. But they serve a search warrant on my crib. So they serve a search warrant, and they interrogated me. So I got the best lawyer known to man. I get that lawyer. We're trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, oh, we're investigating this sexual assault, alleged sexual assault. Long story short, and this is why Shorty, who thinks she got something over my head, bro, it's clear as day on tape. You feel me? Matter of fact, I still think the county got my DVR because I just got a new DVR. By the way, they sent me all type of shit like, yo, act you good, like nothing with you, like you're straight. And here's the thing, my friends who's on the tape fucking the girl, they didn't get charged. It was like, yo, hey, listen, there isn't enough evidence that showcased that you didn't want to fuck them. So the niggas didn't get charged. They raided my crib because it happened, and this is what the lesson I was trying to tell niggas. Bro, remember when I was talking to Castanet about his shit? Nigga, you know this shit before then, right?
Back snapper.
This is why I had so much knowledge about it. I was that nigga that says everybody come to me because I'm the rich nigga with the big house. Y'all all come party at my spot.
No.
Nigga, nowadays, nigga, you not partying my spot for shit, nigga.
Oh, no.
Let's go to your shack. You not partying in my spot. You know what happens? Because every time when I close my eyes and I go to sleep, if somebody slips, somebody fall, something happens, they're going to put my address and I'm the owner of the crib and I'm supposedly liable.
Yes, and you guys remember this tomorrow when we go through the full complaint with Javier LaFleur, exactly what he's saying here. Somebody slips and falls at your house and they get injured. That's going to go against your homeowner's insurance. And if you look at some of the wording in this actual complaint, you'll see that not only is she trying to get money from Akademiks and the two guys that were also involved in this suit, but she wants to get some of that. She wants to get some of that homeowner's insurance money too. Crazy out here, man. Crazy. All right, let's watch a little bit more of this and then we'll get up out of here. Again, if y'all want to call in and give your thoughts, the link to call in is in the pinned comment.
So the ending of that story is they had they took all the shit from the crib. They had to buy new doors.
Dang.
The new doors, nigga, I live in a mansion. I don't like live wherever I live at. Nigga, it's $25,000 for my new doors that I had to buy.
Jesus.
Facts. So I paid $100,000 for lawyers, $25,000 for lawyers, another $25,000 for doors. Mad other money for other miscellaneous shit because now I'm being inconvenienced. You feel me? I give I'm like shit. You know, Ack is a cooperative. I'm helping them niggas with everything. They hit me saying, hey, yo, there's a password on the DVR. Nigga, here's the password. Go get it. Yo, then they were like, oh, we can't get in your phone. Oh, I'll come in with my lawyer and we'll open the phone. Nigga, open the phone. Yo, there's nothing there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he was pretty upfront and he really was just in a bad situation, man. And the other dudes too. I mean, I don't know if the video's ever going to come out. I could... Honestly, I don't think Ack would leak it. Let's just be real. I don't think Ack is going to leak it. He said he sent her the video, so he might still have a copy of it. But I can't see Ack leaking it just because it still sounds like he wanted to keep her out of it. But he was just making people aware of the situation. So if y'all hear something about this, this is what actually happened. But now he's at a point to where it's going a lot further. We're going to go to through the complaint tomorrow. Shout out to Javier LaFleur for being willing to do that, man. It's going to be a good live stream. So if y'all want to hear more and you actually want to hear a lawyer break down some of the wording in this complaint, make sure you're here on the live stream tomorrow. We're going to go live at probably 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And then we'll get Javi in here to go over a couple things for us. All right. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think in the comments in the chat. I'm gonna see what y'all are saying over here. Let's see. Amy is in the building, and Amy says she was in criminal justice for a while, I think. Let me see. I want to see what. Let me see. I want to see what Amy said. She's been in. Oh man, I'm trying to go back. Oh, here we go. No, that's not the one. But Amy is giving some great insight in the chat. She says, okay, with a SANE, that stands for, SA nurse exam. Of course, the kit might show some trauma on the inside, like bruising, etc. But she was being trained by two dudes, so what does she expect? Yeah, those kits are very, I mean, in both ways, they can be very inconsistent. There's been cases when the kits have been used and it turns out that there was something that happened and the kit didn't show any signs of that. It's just, yeah, it's so situational. That's why I don't think those are as reliable as people would like to think. Amy Lee said that doesn't automatically mean it was assault or grape. Imperial Stat says, yeah, it's a cash grab. The fact it's on videotape and he ain't getting criminally charged. Yeah, this is no doubt. No doubt. And when the criminal charges didn't stick, then you got to go civil. Amy said he had a lot of love and respect for her and even said he was consistently giving her gifts and money. And I believe she was worried that he was going to cut her off. That's I said the same thing, Amy. That's what it sounds like, especially when she started to change her story, according to Akademiks, after he found out, after she realized he knew what happened. She said she's just protecting and trying to manipulate the situation. Imperial Stat says the dudes got to smash and he got a case. Well, as we'll see in the complaint, she actually says that Akademiks assaulted and raped her too. Now, if you look at the wording and you look what they actually say in the complaint, it doesn't seem like they found any DNA from Akademiks, any actual DNA. They're just saying, oh, we're showing signs that he might have been the one who did this. Let's see. Six Lenses says, my friends put me onto game with that info. Imperial Stats says, I wouldn't have no homies at my spot when I got a girl coming through. It's wild, man. We the People says it's going to get leaked. We're in the information age. I don't think so. I don't think so. Just because it's a girl. But y'all see how Ak has been with this whole Meek Mill situation. I mean, he's absolutely trying to bury Meek Mill and wants to ruin his career. So if someone's coming after him for money like this, saying that he did certain things that he didn't do, would Ak put it out to more protect himself and show what actually happened? I wouldn't put it past them. Imperial Stat said, yeah, she was probably using him from gifts and mad it was over. I agree. Imperial Stat says he's such a simp. He didn't realize she was using him from the jump. He knew. I mean, he hadn't talked to her for a year, is what he said. And she said she was just trying to come over. Y'all know what that means.
Hey, yo.
We the People said, nah, he smashed too and denied it, but they found his DNA on her if you look at the file. They did not find his DNA. All right. They found, I don't know if I want to say this on the, they did not find his DNA. We don't know that they found his DNA yet. Now, Akademiks said he didn't do anything. And then later on, the reason people are thinking that maybe he did something is because if you look at the text messages or the conversation that was documented by the police, she said, yeah, I want to go get tested. DJ Akademiks said, yeah, you should go get tested, and I'm going to go get tested too. Now that's where some people are pointing to, why would he say that if he wasn't messing with her? So it's still circumstantial, and they didn't find, from what I understand and what I read through, they didn't find actual DNA. We're still waiting to see if they find Akademiks' DNA, which with it being, this happened over a year ago. If they were going to find some DNA, I guess we would know about it by now. But either way, it's an interesting situation. Amy said that sounds like a mixtape. Smash and caught a case. Oh, Amy. Don't do that, Amy. Come on, man. All right, so let me see. I don't think we had anybody that called in, but we're going to have a great time tomorrow. Javier LaFleur is going to be here, and we're going to go through this complaint. So I'm going to review it one more time and make sure there's anything that I didn't miss. Y'all make sure you tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream. It's going to be a good time. We're going to actually hear from an attorney some of the wording and some of the things and tactics that are being used in this complaint, and really going through and explaining what the complaint is saying and how this is going to affect academics, and some things for y'all to look out for too. All right. Shout out to everybody who's in here. Appreciate y'all watching the show. Thank you to everyone who liked the video. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. We're going to be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the ClassE YouTube channel for Song of the Night Live. We're giving away $100, a brand new Shure 55SH microphone, 2 door prizes, and we're going to kick off the show with a versus challenge featuring 3 amazing artists. And I know they're going to shut it down. All right. Looking forward to seeing y'all there. Hope y'all have a great rest of your afternoon. You know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We go. Peace. And protect yourself. Lord.
I wish I had you the same way that he had you. I wish these handprints could just stay wherever I grab you. You said your body count is 3 and that's just not true. But fuck, I love it when you lie, so girl, I got you. I guess I hear you, pretend I hear your side. And when you finish talking about your man, I ask to slide. Are you crazy? You're my ride or die. This feels like perfect time. I mean, besides the fact you're hurting, that's why I'm inside. That's why I'm inside. Because your man, he just ain't worth it. He don't fit your vibe. I'm like the perfect guy. I mean, I know about everything, so we should at least try. I mean, as a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean a little. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean, am I act too classy? And girl, I dress too flashy. Just spent a whole check on you. Since when was you into fashion? And all these fast cars I got. Since when was you into fashion? You like it slow with some passion. I like some good brain. The tongue thing you do's just too distracting. I know. I know. I'm tryna be your next man for real. Girl, if you can't, then I'll do it for real. For real. Who else has been there for you? Who else is giving time? Who else has got a ton that makes you come that isn't mine? Who else without me from the nosebleeds? That's just my kind. Yeah, you just my kind. Yeah. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean a little. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean a little.